Everywhere we look, people tell us we should become better, do more, earn more, achieve more, become more. They say that if we are not improving all the time, then we are falling behind. If we are not successful, if we are not different from everyone else, then we are wasting our lives. But friends, what if that is not true? What if the real problem is not that we are ordinary, but that we are trying too hard to be extraordinary? Let me tell you about a young man named Jimmy. Jimmy loves talking about himself. He tells everyone about his big business ideas. He talks about the important people he knows. He says great things are waiting for him. And when something goes wrong, he always blames someone else. Jimmy believes he is meant for something bigger than everyone around him. But deep inside, he is afraid. Afraid that he might be just an ordinary person. Have you ever felt that way? Maybe at night, you look at your phone. You see other people traveling, getting new jobs, buying new things, smiling in perfect photos. Then a quiet voice inside you asks, why is my life not like that? Why am I not more successful? Many people feel this way. We live in a world that tells us we must always be the best. Social media shows us the happiest moments of other people's lives. Advertisements tell us we need more things to be happy. And slowly, we begin to compare our lives with everyone else's. But here is something important. You do not have to be special to live a good life. You do not have to be famous. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to impress everyone. A peaceful and meaningful life is built in a different way. It is built through small, honest choices, one day at a time. Today, I want to share 5 simple lessons with you. These lessons will not teach you how to become famous. They will not teach you how to be perfect. Instead, they will show you how to stop chasing impossible expectations. They will show you how to enjoy the life you already have while becoming the best version of yourself in a healthy way. And while you listen, you will also improve your English. You will practice your listening skills. You will learn useful new words. You will hear natural English used in real situations. Little by little, your confidence will grow. These lessons are simple, but they are powerful. By the end of this story, I hope you will feel more confident in your English. But even more importantly, I hope you will feel lighter, calmer, and free from the pressure of always trying to be extraordinary. So let's begin. Lesson 1. You don't need to be special. Let's go back to Jimmy for a moment. Jimmy believed that being special was the most important thing in life. He thought he had to be the smartest person, the most successful person, the person everyone admired. If he was not, he felt like he had failed. Many people think this way. Maybe you do too. From a young age, we hear messages like these. You can be anything. You are different from everyone else. You are meant for great things. These words sound positive. They are meant to encourage us, but they can also create a problem. If you believe you must be special to have value, then an ordinary day starts to feel like a bad day. A normal job does not feel good enough. A quiet life feels boring. You begin to believe that your life only matters if other people are impressed by it. Think about your own life. Have you ever felt disappointed because you did not achieve something big? Have you ever looked at someone else's life online and thought, why isn't my life like that? If you have, you are not alone. Almost everyone feels this way sometimes. But here is an important truth. Most people are ordinary, and that is completely normal. You may be very good at one or two things, but in many other parts of life, you are probably just like everyone else. There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, it can bring you freedom. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. Inside that backpack is the pressure to be amazing, the pressure to be admired, the pressure to always be better than everyone else. Now imagine taking that backpack off. How much lighter would you feel? That is what happens when you stop trying to prove that you are special. You begin to notice the small joys in life. A warm cup of coffee, a kind conversation, a walk outside on a beautiful morning, a quiet evening with your family. These moments were always there, but you were too busy chasing something bigger to enjoy them. Some people believe that being ordinary means being unimportant. That is not true. Your value does not come from being better than other people. Your value comes from your kindness, your honesty, your actions, the way you treat people every day. That is what really matters. So today, give yourself permission to be ordinary. You do not need the perfect job. You do not need thousands of followers. You do not need to win every competition. You do not need everyone to admire you. You are allowed to live a simple life, a peaceful life, a meaningful life. And that life is enough. Remember this. The need to feel special often comes from fear. But peace comes from accepting who you are. When you stop trying to be more important than everyone else, you become free. Free to enjoy your life. Free to appreciate what you already have. Free to focus on the things that truly matter. And once you let go of the need to be special, a new question begins. What will you do with your one simple, ordinary, and beautiful life? Lesson 2. Choose your struggles carefully. Here is something important to remember. Everyone struggles. Every person has problems. Even people who look happy online. Even people who seem successful. Even people who always look confident. They all have difficulties. No one lives a life without challenges. So the question is not, how can I avoid problems? The better question is, which problems do I want to face? That one question can change the way you think. Imagine you want to become stronger. You cannot build strong muscles without exercise. Your body will feel tired. Your muscles may even feel sore. But that discomfort has a purpose. It helps you grow. Life works the same way. If you want a meaningful career, you must learn new skills. You must make mistakes. You must accept that you will be a beginner. If you want a strong relationship, you must have honest conversations. You must solve disagreements. You must learn to forgive. If you want good health, you must exercise. You must eat healthy food. Sometimes you must say no to easy choices. And if you want to improve your English, you must listen. You must read. You must practice. You must make mistakes. Every time you listen to a lesson like this, you are taking one more step forward. Many people want the rewards, but they do not want the effort. They want success without hard work. They want healthy bodies without exercise. They want close friendships without difficult conversations. But life does not work that way. Every good thing has a price. Here is a mistake many people make. They choose the easiest struggle, not the most meaningful one. For example, it may feel easier to complain about a job you do not enjoy than to look for a new job. It may feel easier to stay angry with a friend than to have an honest conversation. At first, avoiding the problem feels comfortable, but later, the problem usually becomes bigger. A better question to ask yourself is this: what challenge am I willing to accept because it will make my life better? Are you willing to exercise, even when you feel tired, because you want better health? Are you willing to start something new, even when you feel nervous, because you want to grow? Are you willing to have an honest conversation, even when it feels uncomfortable, because you want a stronger relationship? The next time you feel stressed, stop for a moment. Ask yourself, is this challenge helping me become a better person? If the answer is yes, keep going. The discomfort is not your enemy. It is part of the journey. Remember this: you cannot avoid every struggle. There will always be challenges. The choice is not whether you will struggle. The choice is which struggle you will choose. Choose the struggles that help you grow. Choose honesty instead of avoiding problems. Choose effort instead of easy excuses. Because the struggles you choose today will help build the life you want tomorrow. And once you understand that struggle is a normal part of life, you stop waiting for the perfect time to begin. You simply take the first step. Lesson 3. Stop comparing your life to others. Let's talk about something that quietly makes many people unhappy: comparison. Have you ever looked at your phone and suddenly felt that your life was not good enough? Maybe you saw someone's new house, someone's holiday, someone's new job, someone smiling in a perfect photo. And for a moment, you wondered, why isn't my life like that? Many people feel this way. You are not alone. Comparison is one of the biggest reasons people lose their happiness. It slowly steals your joy, often without you even noticing. Imagine you are walking along your own path. You are moving forward, step by step. Then you stop. You look at someone else's path. You start thinking about their life instead of your own. While you are watching them, you stop moving forward yourself. That is what comparison does. It takes your attention away from your own life. Many people compare the whole of their life with only the best moments from someone else's life. They see a happy photo, a new car, a celebration, a smiling face. But they do not see the problems. They do not see the mistakes. They do not see the worry. They do not see the hard work. Most people do not share their difficult days online. They share their best moments. So when you compare your real life to someone else's best moments, it is never a fair comparison. Here is a better way to think about it. Your life is not a race. You do not have to arrive before anyone else. Think of your life as a garden. Every plant grows at a different speed. Some flowers bloom early, some bloom much later. But every flower grows in its own time. That does not mean one flower is better than another. It simply means they are different. Your life is the same. You are growing in your own way, at your own pace. And that is enough. So what can you do today? First, notice when you start comparing yourself with other people. Simply noticing it is the first step. Second, spend less time on things that make you compare yourself. If social media makes you feel unhappy, take a short break. Protect your mind, just as you protect your body. Third, bring your attention back to your own life. Instead of asking, why are they doing better than me? Ask, am I growing? Am I learning? Am I becoming a little better than yesterday? Those are the questions that really matter. Remember this: no one else has your story. No one else has your experiences. No one else has your strengths. Your journey is unique. So stop measuring your life against someone else's. Focus on building your own life, one day at a time. Stop comparing. Start growing. Your path is enough. Your pace is enough. And you are enough. Lesson 4. Let your actions speak. Have you ever met someone who talks about big plans? They say, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to change my life. They talk about these plans again and again. But weeks pass, then months pass, and nothing changes. Maybe you have done this too. Most of us have. Talking is easy. Taking action is much harder. Here is an important truth. Words are easy. Actions create change. Imagine two people standing in front of you. The first person says, I am a hard worker. The second person says very little. But every morning, they arrive early. They work hard. They keep going, even when the work is difficult. Which person would you believe? The answer is simple. You believe what you see, not just what you hear. The same is true in your own life. Many people wait until they feel ready. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect time to begin. But that perfect time rarely comes. While they are waiting, life keeps moving forward. A better way is to start before you feel ready. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Every small step you take gives you experience. And that experience slowly builds confidence. Think about someone building a house. The house is not built in one day. One brick is placed, then another, and another. Slowly, the house begins to grow. Your life works the same way. Every action you take is like another brick. And little by little, you build the future you want. So what can you do today? First, choose one small action. Do not make a huge promise. Just take the first step. Second, let your actions speak for you. You do not need to tell everyone about your goals. Simply begin. Over time, people will notice the changes. Third, keep the promises you make to yourself. If you say you will study for 20 minutes, do it. If you say you will go for a walk, go. Every promise you keep builds trust in yourself. And that trust becomes real confidence. Remember this. People may forget what you said, but they will remember what you did. They will remember that you kept going. They will remember that you worked hard. They will remember that your actions matched your words. So today, talk a little less. Do a little more. Let your discipline speak for you. Let your daily actions tell your story. Because in the end, the strongest message you will ever give is the life you choose to live. Lesson 5. Live a meaningful life, not an impressive one. Let's think about an important question. Why are you doing the things you do? Are you living a life that feels meaningful? Or are you living a life that only looks successful? Have you ever worked hard for something? Not because you really wanted it, but because you wanted other people to admire you. Maybe it was a better job, a more expensive car, a perfect photo to share online. Most of us have done this at some time. There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things. But there is an important question to ask. Are you building a life that makes you happy, or a life that only looks good to other people? Those are not always the same thing. Imagine there are two paths in front of you. One path is bright. It looks exciting. Many people can see it. They may even admire it. The other path is quieter. Not many people notice it. But this path leads to something deeper. It leads to peace, to purpose, to a life that feels meaningful. Many people choose the first path. not because it makes them happy, but because they want other people to notice them. They spend more time trying to impress others than building a life they truly enjoy. This happens more often than we think. Sometimes we believe that attention means success. We think that if people admire us, we will finally feel happy. But that is not always true. A person can have money, fame, and many followers, yet still feel lonely inside. Another person may live a quiet and simple life and feel thankful every day. So what makes a life meaningful? A meaningful life is built through real relationships, through spending time with people you love. It grows when you learn new things, when you become a better person, even if nobody is watching. A meaningful life also comes from helping others, from solving problems, from doing work that makes a difference. These things may not always get attention, but they bring lasting happiness. Think about your life as if it were a book. A book can have a beautiful cover, but if the pages are empty, the story is not very interesting. Another book may have a simple cover, but inside, it is full of adventure, kindness, courage, learning, and love. Which book would you rather read? The same is true for your life. So what can you do today? First, ask yourself, am I doing this because it is important to me, or because I want other people to notice? Second, spend more time on the things that truly matter to you, not just the things that get attention. Third, measure your life by what is happening inside you. Are you growing? Are you becoming kinder? Are your relationships becoming stronger? Those are the things that really matter. Remember this. At the end of life, most people do not wish they had impressed more strangers. They wish they had spent more time with the people they love. They wish they had been more honest, more grateful, more present. So choose meaning instead of appearance. Choose purpose instead of praise. Build a life that feels rich inside, even if it looks simple from the outside. Because a meaningful life is a life you will always be proud to live. Today we learned 5 simple lessons, but together they share one important message. First, we learned that you do not need to be special. Being ordinary is not a failure, it is freedom. When you stop trying to impress everyone, you have more time to enjoy your own life. Second, we learned that every person has struggles. No one has an easy life. So choose the challenges that help you grow. Choose the struggles that lead to something meaningful. Third, we talked about comparison. We learned that your life is not a race. You do not need to keep up with everyone else. Your journey is different. Your path is enough. Your pace is enough. Fourth, we learned that actions are more powerful than words. Real confidence does not come from talking. It comes from doing. Every small action you take helps build the future you want. And finally, we learned that a meaningful life is more important than an impressive one. Real happiness comes from strong relationships, from personal growth, from helping other people, from living with purpose, not from trying to impress the world. 5 lessons. One simple truth. You do not need to live a perfect life to live a good life. You do not need to chase every dream that other people expect from you. You do not need to compare yourself with everyone around you. You do not need to pretend to be someone you are not. Instead, focus on what is real. Take one small step, then another. That is how real change happens. Slowly, patiently, one day at a time, and remember, every time you watch a lesson like this, Every time you practice your English, every time you choose to keep learning, you are growing. You are becoming more confident. You are becoming stronger than you were yesterday. I truly hope this message has encouraged you. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe so you do not miss the next story, and leave a comment below. Tell me which lesson helped you the most. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for investing in yourself, not only in your English, but also in your life. Keep learning, keep growing, keep moving forward. And remember, a simple life can be a beautiful life. I will see you in the next lesson.